Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for May 1st, 2018. First day of the new month, and we're going to definitely be acting like it should be May, or at least late May, it's going to feel like, or June for the next couple of days. It's going to be from one extreme to the other with the upper level low that was affecting the region with clouds and the northwesterly wind bringing in those colder temperatures over the last couple of days is now well to the east, and we are not expecting any influence from that whatsoever, and that will allow this high pressure right here to become well established off the southeastern U.S. coastline, and that means nothing but warm temperatures coming in here. Going to be a little more westerly winds today, west-southwest tonight, and then southwesterly the next couple of days. All that does is gets temperatures well into the 70s to maybe near 80 degrees near the Philadelphia metro and maybe up here by Newark. But after that, we're going to be well into the 80s for the next couple of days. No precipitation to be found either. Here's a look at Wednesday. That high is still strong and very well entrenched. So, of course, starting the day off a little milder on Wednesday than it did on Tuesday, so you're going to have the opportunity to go even higher. We'll have temperatures probably in the 80 to 85 degree range we're looking at here on Wednesday, and then I think the peak heating day is going to be on Thursday. We're going to have a frontal boundary off to our north. You see that high is still very strongly entrenched here, so most of our coverage area is going to remain rain-free. Maybe the far northwestern portions of our coverage area might get into a brief shower, but I don't think that's going to affect about 90% of you or better. So I don't think they're going to be dealing with anything to abate these temperatures here on Thursday, and that's going to be your peak heating day, and temperatures across the region in the 85 to 90 degree range. I do think we're going to hit 90 in a few places by the time we get to Thursday. Then Friday, we're going to have a cold front that's going to move in from the west. And it's going to be kind of slow to move east here. Here's a look at the midday hours on Friday. You can see the northwestern areas are ahead of this front. Here's the cutoff here. So if you're south and east of that line, most of New Jersey and maybe southern Poconos and points southeast all the way through the Philadelphia metro, Delaware, southern New Jersey, I don't think you're going to have any problem with temperatures here on Friday getting up to the 80s again. Northwest of there, you're going to have some more clouds and maybe the shower or thunderstorm possibility for those areas. I do think the opportunity for at least an isolated thunderstorm exists later in the evening, but that's going to probably hold off to the point we're already at 80 degrees or above in most areas. So it's going to be another very warm day, and down here in the Philadelphia metro, point southeast, you're in the upper 80s once again for the second straight day, and some areas once again may challenge the 90 degree mark. So we go a little bit forward here. We see the cold front that's going to come through during the evening hours and overnight, line of showers and thunderstorms moving through, and then that cold front moves off to the south and east. We're not going to have cooler temperatures per se behind this front on Saturday. We're going to be a little bit cooler back into the 70s. Those well into the 70s for highs on Saturday, and that's because the cold air is delayed in coming in behind this front. So I think Saturday's another very warm day. The cooler air is going to arrive here on Sunday, but when we're talking about cooler, we're talking about upper 60s to near 70. So it's not really cool. Okay, and that's going to be on Sunday. Sunday is another day that we have mostly sunny skies. Here is a look at Sunday right here. Partly to mostly sunny skies here on Sunday. Same thing on Monday. High pressures over top of those Mondays, so you're probably mostly sunny at this point, but the expectation is you're going to be in the upper 60s, generally, maybe a few areas touching 70 or maybe 72 down here by Philly. But other than that, it's going to be a very nice week coming up with temperatures hanging around seasonal averages, even though we just spent several days in summer-like conditions. That's going to go from today through about Friday. Maybe you can extend it to Saturday a little bit, but humidity will be a little bit lower behind that front. As we get to Saturday, we will be a little bit increasing the humidity this week. That's another question everybody's been asking. Are we increasing the humidity with these temperatures? The answer is yes. So we are going to have summer-like conditions. Here's a look at today, 70s across the region. Once we get into tomorrow, on Wednesday, you see the 80s starting to creep up into the region, where these are probably underdone. They're showing barely making 80, 81. I think you're going to get a little bit higher than that. These models are not very good at figuring out the exact temperature. They're usually busting low. So we're going to figure on maybe 80 to 85 across the region as opposed to what's shown here. But it gives a general idea that it's going to be warming up incrementally each day. Here's a look at Thursday, the peak heating day. You can see some brighter reds coming in. These are mid or upper 80s, but we're expecting some of these, especially along the I-95 corridor in the metro areas, near Newark, the New York City area, down to Philadelphia, and this whole vicinity, down to Washington, D.C., and Baltimore. Those areas will probably hit 90 or come awfully close to it on Thursday, I think. It can still hit some 90-degree readings in the outskirts, too, especially around the bigger cities, maybe Harrisburg, Allentown, places like that. It could get close to 90. I don't know if you'll hit it, but it's going to be awfully close. It will be very warm regardless whether you hit 88 and 89 or 90. It's going to be very warm here on Thursday. But you see a little bit cooler across the north here, stuck in the 70s with those clouds around across northeastern Pennsylvania, especially the far northwestern parts of that area. And that's because you have have that front nearby off to the north. And then once we get to Friday, you really start to feel the effects of that here in northwestern portions from State College up to about Williamsport and maybe just north of the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre area. But look at where you're south and east of the front, you have that clearing here. You can see 80 or above south and east of that line. You can see some very warm temperatures continuing here on Friday. And then once we get to Saturday, you're still in the mid-70s, mid-upper 70s, so it's still very warm. The cooler push of air won't come until after this, which is going to be on Sunday, but it's not going to be really that much cooler. We're talking maybe lower 70s or 70-ish or thereabouts. So a very nice weekend coming up on mostly sunny, partly to mostly sunny skies expected. Lowering humidity over the weekend, but we will have incremental increase in humidity throughout this week until we get to the peak heating day and the front comes through on Friday. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for May 1st, 2018. Have a great Tuesday.